And then the last episode, I was thinking, okay, the war's gonna happen. The war's gonna happen. It doesn't happen, and then the season ends. So I was like, fuck. We went through this whole season without any war, and I was like, sort of disappointed, but at the same time, just thinking, okay, it's gonna be next season, and I betcha the whole next season is gonna be a full-on war. Just be war all the way, and then I got excited for that. Yo, we are back. Welcome to another episode of the Channel 135 podcast. This is the show we talk about our favorite things in life, movies, TV series, and pop culture. I'm your host, Cams, and I'm here after also straight out of West Okalangi. We got my main man, Eric. What's up, bro?
What's up, man? It's good to be back again.
Yeah, man. We just finished our last previous episode on the Disclosure Day.
Yeah.
This podcast, we're going to talk about the premiere of the season 3 opener of Hot D, the House of the Dragon. We've been covering it, the first season, second season.
Yeah.
2 years in between. Now, third season started it. Bro, it's been full on, man. It's been full on. And it's probably what we've been waiting for. But yeah, man, this podcast, we're going to talk about the House of Dragon, first episode, season 3. Before we get into that, man, we're gonna. We plan to go to, like we said before, we plan to go to movies try to go every week to watch the latest thing out and then do a podcast review on it.
Yeah.
So this week we're going to go watch Supergirl, and yeah, man, this is probably the second movie for James Gunn's DC. His first one was Superman. Now he's got Supergirl. It's got Clayface coming out end of the year.
Okay.
But yeah, man, this Supergirl. We haven't seen Supergirl on the big screen since the 1980s and the 80s, the 80s film. And yeah, man, she's played by Millie Alcock, who was who was on House of Dragon first season as a young Rhaenyra. Yeah, she played a young Rhaenyra. So that actress, she's gonna be Supergirl. If you checked out the trailer, I don't want to check out the latest trailer because I'm gonna go watch it anyway. But when James Gunn announced he was gonna take over, he was gonna be the man in charge of DC Studios.
Yo.
So they're gonna be more similar to what Marvel Studios is doing over there. And probably the good timing too, because it's been sort of up and down with DC, or maybe on the back foot when it comes to Marvel Studios. But we've already seen the Zack Snyderverse version of DC characters, and it was pretty dark and trying to be more like the Dark Knight, which I thought, and we talked about it on the podcast previous. I thought it wasn't a good fit. So yeah, man, James Gunn's come from. They got him from Marvel Studios. He was the actual guy who wrote and directed Guardians of the Galaxy. So James Gunn is a comic book fan. His style of movies, we all enjoy it. When we love the Guardians of the Galaxy, the style, the tone, it's colorful, and we love his stuff. He's got some dark stuff too with Peacemaker, which is sort of adults superhero kind of thing. So James Gunn, he's the man. He's the man. So DC's lucky to have him on board. He's come out with a whole list of DC stuff he's gonna do, and all be in the same universe. Superman started it all. Supergirl's next, like I said. But the trailer, man, I first saw the trailer, and that's when I found out, because I did some research, found out that it was actually based off a graphic novel called Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, which was a hit in the comic book. So yeah, it's based off that. So yeah, your thoughts on the Supergirl?
Yeah, because I used to watch the TV series, the Supergirl TV series, because it relates back to the Flash TV series. I like that from the 1980s when I first watched that movie, because I was like, oh, Superman but a girl.
Yeah.
So I thought there was a bit of a crack up back when I was a kid. But yeah, I got into the TV series. It was alright. It's not anything great, just like the Flash TV series. But yeah, like you, when I saw the trailer, I think I've only seen the one trailer because I'm trying to keep watching trailers down they keep on. The worst one right now I'm trying to dodge is Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, there's a new trailer out, and all my social media stuff, and I'm just like, oh shit, I'm trying to dodge it, but it's getting harder and harder. So I was like, shit, I hope I can dodge it until the end of next month when it comes out. That's the same with Supergirl as well. I think she's got a final trailer, what they call a final trailer, and I'm trying to dodge that as well before we go watch it on Friday. Well, one or two trailers, I think you got the whole movie pretty much.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I'm keen to watch this version of Supergirl because it's different, way different from the previous versions. Like the previous versions are all like happy, joy, good girl, don't do anything bad. But this one is like, oh, I don't give a shit, get drunk. So I was like, oh, okay, this is different. So yeah, that's probably one of the interesting aspects. There's probably more, but we don't know. But yeah, I'm keen to see how Jason Gunn pulls that off.
Yeah, because we first saw her in the Superman movie when she shows up at the end to pick up her
exactly.
dog, Crypto. And yeah, man, she looked like a teenager kid that's like causing trouble. She came in hungover and she had sunglasses on, brown denim jacket on, just to get the dog. And she got smart to Superman, and Superman's her cousin, eh? So
it kind of looked like he was like a parent, eh? And she was sort of like the rebellious teen.
Yeah, that's
but
right.
with superpowers.
Yeah, that's right. So yeah, she came to pick up the dog. She takes off, and I assume that this movie is gonna start from there when she takes off. I don't know how much of the story from the comic book they're gonna take, but it's based on Woman of Tomorrow. It's a story about Supergirl. She's in outer space, and her dog Crypto gets shot by a gangster, like an alien, a group of gangsters, and she has to go on the journey to find these gangsters because they have the cure to cure the dog. So, and then she gets into like a adventure with another girl because the graphic novel is from the point of view on another character.
Oh, okay.
That she teams up with at the bar because it was at the bar when it happened, when Crypto gets shot, and apparently the character that she meets, the graphic novel is from her point of view, so she teams up with Superman to go find the cure, but also to have revenge on this gang as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I did watch the first trailer. I don't want to watch any more trailers, but I did watch the first one. And yeah, man, it was good to see, what's his name? Jason Momoa in there too. Eh?
Yeah, I'm kind of getting sick of him. Like, I've gotten sick of The Rock.
But Jason Momoa is going to play Lobo. He looks the part, eh?
Yeah,
he actually looks like Lobo.
Yeah, I think that's his character, right?
Yeah, he's a character. So, be interesting how he looks the part. He's the perfect actor to play him. Because he's big, he's got the long hair too. Actually, if you do the makeup on it, if you see him on the screen, he looks like Lobo, eh? So
yeah, I don't. He's got the hair, the face, the facial features, especially when they finish with the makeup. I saw his Instagram post that he ain't gonna make a solo movie with Lobo until they can make it an R, like a rated.
Oh yeah, because he's a villain, and he's sort of like an anti-hero now. So he's a mercenary, bounty hunter, but like he's an anti-hero like the Punisher. It's not.
Yeah, can you explain his powers? Because he's got a lot of like stuff that he can rival against like Superman, eh? Like, there's not much Superman can do against this guy.
I think his main power is that he's got the helium factor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I know he can't die, eh?
No,
they can't kill him.
If you chop his arm off and that, he can regenerate.
Like, right on the spot, or is it slow as like Deadpool's one? You know, Deadpool's one takes a while.
Yeah.
That's funny.
It's similar to that. So he's
okay.
He's got a helium factor like Deadpool and Wolverine. Yeah.
Damn.
So he's hard to kill.
Yeah, it's interesting they put him on, with Supergirl. But, it's also cool because I think everyone's been waiting for that character as well.
Yeah. He's, I think he's originally Green Lantern's villain.
Oh, okay.
Originally.
I did watch an anime of Supergirl, which I thought was really neat. It was I think she was going through some teenage thing, but Darkseid turns
Yeah.
up and tries to, you know, persuade her to join his forces and all that rubbish. But she basically, you know, being the teen she is, she's like, nah, I ain't doing that shit. So Darkseid tries to beat the shit out of her, and then Superman just manages to come back and save her, almost. But she ends up saving herself anyhow. So she's just as strong as Superman, apparently, which is interesting.
Yeah. So now, man, I'm looking forward to watching Supergirl. I'm expecting a fun movie. I'm expecting sort of James Gunn sort of
Sense of humor,
sense of humor,
and the music, the music,
Yep.
the fun factors, and all that stuff.
Yep.
The colors,
cracking some jokes.
hard.
It's a similar tone and probably more darker tone. I don't know. If you're gonna have Lobo in your film, it's gonna be a little bit dark.
The other thing too is doesn't Brainiac take shrink her like her world? Because that's the reason why she's by herself, right? Because the parents were trying to save her by sending her off to Earth along with Kal-El.
Yeah.
Because they were under threat by Brainiac.
I'm
Was
not
that
sure.
right?
I thought it was the planet was doomed.
Oh, okay.
It was like a supernova.
Yeah, I knew Spider-Man. I knew Superman's planet was Krypton. Eh? It was doomed from explosion, but was she from the same planet or?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because she's the. I think I don't know what part of her parents is the brother or sister to Superman's parents.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, man. Yeah, that's what I'm expecting, man. I'm expecting a fun movie. How about you?
Yeah. I'm on the same boat. Jason Gunn styles all the way. If he's got a good recipe going on, so hopefully he keeps it, keep it consistent.
Would you want it to be like same tone as Peacemaker or Superman?
I think for Supergirl, I rather prefer it like Superman.
Yeah.
Just because of the character herself, eh?
Yeah.
I mean, they probably could touch an edge of that because she's probably different from Superman. But I wouldn't go like hardcore, like super evil hero villain type thing.
Well, with the Peacemaker series is similar. It's got a similar tone to The Boys.
Yeah, it's got that dark comedy stuff, eh?
Yeah.
Real dark and heavy on the brutality and stuff.
Yeah, so
and the gore.
I would imagine them trying to lean towards that with Supergirl, just because she's young. She looks like she's like a party animal. She's a party girl, and she'll probably do. She won't do the same things as Superman.
Yeah, she definitely won't.
Yeah. So she'll have more like a
teenage behavior, bro.
a mischievous sort of thing going on, which might, lean towards a Peacemaker sort of thing, but not that far. I reckon they should leave that to Lobo. He might be a mentor to her, like, hey, this is how you do it, and then start cracking heads. She goes, oh, yeah, that's how we do it. Yeah, we'll go watch it then. We'll do a review. So
yeah, because it's releasing when? Tomorrow? No, Thursday.
Thursday, yep.
Yeah, still Tuesday. I'm still thinking it's Wednesday.
Can't wait for the review. Okay, we're here to talk about House of Dragon, the premiere episode of season 3 that came out yesterday. And bro, it's been 2 years for us, but it's only been few minutes for the characters in the program. Because we just
2 years. Damn, already?
Because we left off when Alicent she snuck into Dragonstone, eh?
Yeah, and trying to break a deal.
Yeah, trying to break a deal. Said that she'll get rid of Aemon and Vega, or she'll move them somewhere else, and then she can come in and take over the King's Landing, eh?
Yeah.
And then kill Aegon and take the throne. So that's the plan. I thought
it was kill Aemon and replace Aegon. Or something like that, anyway.
That was kill Aegon
Yeah.
and you take the throne because
Okay.
Aemon's gone. He'll be sent somewhere else
Yeah.
with the dragons. So the whole point of that was to make it easier for Rhaenyra to come in with her army and with her dragons and take over. So
Yeah.
that's what we were left with last season, and we finally got Daemon under back on track. Because remember, he was like busy talking to trees, having dreams, like fucking
But
doing anything else but
yeah,
raise an army,
he
which we fought.
he wanted to raise an army for himself to be the king. That was his plan from the start. Straight up.
Mm.
Until he got the all-seeing light or some bullshit.
Yeah. And then remember that scene when Rhaenyra, she comes in and then he hails her. Right? He bows down to her. You're my queen. This is our army. We're
Yeah,
gonna
well,
take King's Landing.
he foresaw the future. He knew what his brother was talking about. Remember all that mumbo jumbo that he was like dismissing when Rhaenyra was telling him all that stuff that her dad told her. He's like, oh yeah, whatever. That's children's folks tale. But now he's like a hardcore. Yeah, I've seen it. I believe it. It's like, yeah, you're the queen.
So, that's where we left off. I had trouble coming into the episode yesterday remembering what happened because it's been so long. It's been 2 years. And I never recapped anything. I never watched anything. So I quickly did that little recap that's on HBO. So there's a little 15-minute video recap. And it recaps the whole season 1 and 2.
Oh, nice.
But it doesn't really give you a narrative. It just shows you the important scenes.
Yeah,
seasons
that
1
makes
and
up
2.
Yeah.
So you kind of get it. I kind of got, okay, that's right. I forgot about that. I forgot about a lot of things. And when I see it on the recap, I was like, okay, yeah, I forgot about that. But I need to piece 2 and 2 together. Because I was worried that I wouldn't get the story. And I think I got that feeling when I watched season 1, because there was a big gap between season 1 and 2 as well.
Yeah.
So I remember thinking, damn, I need to watch season 1 again. But I didn't have to. But
yeah. I rewatched the last season of season 2 today, just to try and get my brains where I was coming from, like how you were saying, with the new season 3 episode 1 TV series, because I knew we were on the verge of a war, that much I remembered, but I was wondering what was the build up to that, and then onwards, but onwards was season 3 episode 1, so we didn't basically, that's when the war started. So we were on the verge of getting the war going on the last episode of season 2. And then everything was coming together. Everybody was maneuvering their pieces in that and, everything in order to get the battle going.
Do you remember, because I'm glad you brought that up, because I remember feeling throughout season 2, man, the war's going to happen next episode.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen. And then, man, the war's going to happen next episode. It doesn't happen. And then the last episode, I was thinking, okay, the war's going to happen. The war's going to happen. It doesn't happen. And then the season ends. So I was like, fuck. We went through this whole season without any war. And I was like, sort of disappointed. But at the same time, just thinking, okay, it's going to be next season. And I bet you the whole next season is going to be a full-on war.
Just war.
Just be war all the way. And then I got excited for that. But, yeah, man, that's how I felt. How about you?
Yeah, I remember us talking about it, and I think earlier on we were saying, bro, it looks like it's going to be a build-up to the war for the next season. I think one of us said that. It might have been Stacey. I can't remember. But, yeah. No, I think we always thought that it was going to hit their way. Like, I necessarily didn't think it was going to be in the last episode. I thought it might start in the last episode of season 2, but it didn't happen that way. They still kind of dragged it on until season 3. So hopefully season 3 is just a solid war scenes, brutality all the way through. It'll be fun. Not too much politics. Probably just a little bit.
Yeah, well, that's a big contrast to what we saw a few months ago with Seven Kingdoms.
Yeah, totally different shift, eh?
Yeah, totally different shift. A slower shift that was focused on a little part of Westeros and 2 characters.
Yeah.
That we just love, man. But yeah, less politics in that one, and less thinking about what's going on.
Yeah, it was
So
straightforward, eh?
yeah,
Just
straightforward.
hack it. Just, okay, that's the bad guy, this is the good guy. Hack and slash, hack and slash.
Yeah,
And,
yeah,
sometimes you need that.
yeah. Well, that's what Seven Kingdoms gave us, and it was sort of like a breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
But now we're back into the shit. We're back into the politics. We're back into
Scheming.
in the dragons and taking over the throne.
Bro, and the counters, eh? Far out, too many counters on this episode alone.
Well, you got different characters doing different things everywhere.
Oh,
So
I
now
love that.
it's all like Game of Thrones season 1. It's all about two things: the Starks and the Lannisters, and then but now in season 2 and onwards, all these characters all split up, going on their own journeys and stuff. So we have to follow each of their journeys, the different storylines happening, different parts of Westeros happening as well. So we got to go back and forth with these kind of things. It's similar now with season 3 of even at the end of even probably near the end of season 2, where we're starting to see these characters come on their own and go their separate ways. Not separate ways in terms of the whole story, but their own little journeys. Their own they're getting delegated little missions or
yeah.
little side journeys that they have to go on, and we have to follow them because it all connects, right? So
Yep.
we're starting to get that now. So that was pretty cool. I just want to ask a question before we get into the spoilers. With the Game of Thrones season, which was a phenomenon for everybody, like the Game of Thrones was such a big TV event culturally. Do you think House of Dragon is on the same level now, or just under? Or I don't think we're having the same kind of impact. But where do you think House of Dragon is right now compared to Game of Thrones at season 3 of Game of Thrones?
I reckon it's better than the later seasons of Game of Thrones. Like, I think, the season, I think it was season 7 and season 8, and maybe season 6 as well, I can't remember. But I reckon House of Dragons is better than those later seasons of Game of Thrones. But the earlier stuff, like, I think season 3 up to probably season 5, I think season 5 holds one of my favorite episodes. I think those, hands down, is probably one of the greatest shit on TV. I don't know if everybody agrees with me, but man, I don't know if House of Dragon is up there with that. I'm not too sure.
Yeah,
It's hard to say because I think you need everything from the House of Dragons because we initially only got 2 seasons now. So probably, I don't know. We'll see how season 3 goes. But for me right now, I don't think it's there yet.
Yeah, I think you're right, because when I think of Game of Thrones and I think of the character Jon Snow, like his journey throughout all those seasons, like his character arc, he becomes the man in the middle, and when he becomes a leader, and just he's like the man, right? And you just want to root for this guy, right? Because he's been through all the shit, and he's come out at the end, but you really like this dude where he's going. I don't think House of Dragon has a character like that.
No.
I don't think they have a character like Daenerys as well, because I think when it comes to characterization, like Game of Thrones has the upper hand, because a lot of characters in House of Dragon, they are all puppets, and what I mean by that is that there's only one thing on their mind, and it's succession, and it's the throne.
Yes.
And whatever they do is around getting to the throne. Right?
Yeah, it's all of them too.
Yeah, it's all of them, and it's not like, and they're all kids too, right? They're all kids brought up, they were born into it. So it's about inheritance, and they had these kids haven't earned jack shit. All they've earned is that they've been born in this family. And they're just fighting over a misunderstanding about who's next in line, right? That's why all this war is happening, right? Because of greed, because all these characters in the same family have incest. and all this other stuff. But is that a likable? Does this make are these likable characters? Are these likable characters? And to me, I don't really think so. I don't really think there is a likable character in House of Dragon. They all have their flaws, and there's not a Jon Snow kind of guy that you actually root for.
Yeah,
I think that's my take on it.
Yeah, well, there's no popular character. I mean, there's no most of the characters that are the main characters. Yeah, there's something in the background of them that they are not like they're not the humble person that Jon Snow was. There's no characters like that, but there are some side characters that are kind of close to where.
Yeah.
I like this guy. He's pretty cool. He's straightforward. Doesn't do bad shit. There's a few characters in there like that, but the main characters are all fucking nasty, man. The whole lot of them.
Like character you're talking about, I think it's Corliss's
boy,
his bastard son.
Yeah.
He might be a guy. What about the guys that run that not part of the family but have the dragon blood and have those dragons?
Yeah, but the riders,
Yeah.
Some of those the guy with the beard and stuff, he's pretty cool. I was like, oh man, that guy's like, I'll help the people because he's all about the people, Where there's another one, he's just like, oh man, I just want to get a castle and get heaps of women, drink. He just wants all the titles and the wealth that goes with it. So yeah, there's some crack up characters in there as well. The other one is Alicent's brother, Sir. I forgot his name. He's with Sir Kristen Cole. He's helping them out. Then they're trying to get. I forgot what it. I think they're trying to find the Lannisters or something. But he's out and about with him. He's kind of like a cool dude, but he's stuck in a place where he's with these guys, these soldiers, and they don't give a fuck. They just do whatever, take women, drink, and then kill people for no reason. And he's having that moral dilemma, like, oh man, this is not the way that knights behave. He's asking himself that question, but Sir Kristen's like, bro, we just got to do what we got to do to survive, man. That's how it rolls.
It's kind of interesting with Sir Kristen because he's sort of changed his outlook on things. He's got a different perspective on life. Remember when they had the battle of Rook's?
Yeah.
Rook's castle?
Yeah.
And he was distraught because all the dragons killed all his men. Remember he was traumatized by it? And he sort of changed his perspective. So maybe that might be a change for his character too, because before that he was just an asshole.
Yeah, well, I think I remember him talking about like what they call it, the dance of the dragons, and how the men are just dust beneath their feet, and you kind of saw that in their battle way, like how the dragons were just fighting, and all these soldiers are getting burnt, and there's nothing they can do.
Well, I compare him to a character like Jaime Lannister, who started off the series Game of Thrones as a villain.
Yeah,
and we hated him. But then his character arc took a turn, Like, he became like this guy that we sort of felt sorry for, and we knew his struggle and all that kind of stuff. So maybe Kristen Cole is that character. He's going to have that sort of character arc. But I'm not sure if we're going to go 5 seasons or 6 seasons with House of Dragons. So I think you need a whole lot more of seasons to get there. Maybe not, but yeah, well, we should see.
Bro, I hate that character, Someone needs to stab him. Or burn him to a crisp, man.
Yeah, well, just had some.
Excuse me.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, it's interesting where we're at. I'm excited. I'm excited for this season because after what we saw in season 1, episode 1, when we said it's gonna be all out war, bro, we weren't disappointed. All out war. So. If you guys haven't seen the episode yet, I'd suggest you stop this podcast right now. Go watch it. Come back and talk to us. We're about to do the spoiler alert and give you the Channel 135 episode recap.
Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert!
All right, Hot D, season 3, episode 1, Salt and Sea, Fire and Blood, directed by Lonnie Peristere, written by Ryan Condal. Rhaena mounts the dragon's sheep stealer, eventually bonding with him. Guards loyal to Rhaenyra capture Aegon and Larys after Larys reveals their identities and argues they will make valuable hostages. Alicent finds Aemond on the Iron Throne, who claims Aegon has been abdicated. She urges him to seize Harrenhal. Alicent forges a letter from Aemond, sending it to Armand Hightower to delay the Hightower army. Daemon defeats Jason Lannister's forces and gains new allies, the Winter Wolves led by Roderick Dustin. Adam, Hugh, and Ulf wait to ambush Aemond at Harrenhal. Alice urges them to leave. The Triarchy engages the Valyrian fleet at the Gullet and sacks High Tide. Lohar breaks from the battle to pursue Corlys. Jace and Rhaenyra confined to prevent her from joining the battle. He and Baela then fly their dragons to aid Corlys. Corlys navigates a rocky pass with Lohar in pursuit. Lohar throws Tyland overboard and rams Corlys' ship, which breaks apart. Corlys falls overboard and Alan kills Lohar. Rhaena arrives on Sheep Stealer, who starts attacking ships indiscriminately. Romax is shot by a scorpion bolt and drowns. Jace is shot and killed in the water by Triarchy bowmen. That was your episode, Channel 145 episode recap. Oos, man, this episode, I was impressed with the scale and fucking epicness of this episode, man. Like, this is movie theater. I wish this was at the movies. This is like movie quality show. Yeah. And what I'm talking about the battle on the sea at the end there. That was amazing. Just the way the action, just the way it was. It didn't look cheap at all. It didn't look CGI. It looked real, with the dragons flying around as well. But those two ships, when they smashed against each other and the people on board started fighting against each other, like, it was brutal. It was just fucking awesome. I was like glued to my seat, man, watching that scene. I was like, that was awesome, man.
Yeah, I got the 300 vibes. You know, the second movie when they're in the ships, how they were ramming the ships. I got that kind of vibe off that scene, because basically Lohar, was it Lorhan? She rams her ship straight into the main. It's just right on the side. She had the spikes and everything in the front. I was like, far up. But yeah, like you were saying, it's hard to tell what was fake and what wasn't in that scene. Like, everything was well merged together, eh? The dragons, the ships, the battle scenes, everything. It's really good.
That Lohar, man, she was a fucking bitch, man. I was thinking, man, I hope she dies.
I didn't like her from season 2, because I think she only popped out on the last episode, eh?
Yeah,
because they were going to use the Lannister guy. Is it I forgot.
Jason. I think it's
Jason. I thought it was. There's Tyland Lannister and Jason.
So no, that was Tyland. That one.
Tyland. Okay,
yeah,
Tyland Lannister.
But the one that got his head chopped off.
Is that Jason?
Was Jason? Yeah, and they're twins, eh?
Yeah. Far out. That's why I was wondering, how can it be when Damien was holding his head? I thought he was in the ocean scene, and I forgot.
That's a twin brother, yeah.
Yeah, it's his twin brother. So I was like, oh, sink.
Yeah. We'll get back to the battle scenes, but
yeah,
man, I thought this episode, like, just after that 2-year break, we just crashed into this episode, eh, man?
Bro.
With everything, like, and what I liked about it too was you didn't really need to get to explain why these characters are doing what they're doing. Like, it's pretty straightforward. All you needed to know was what the plan was, right? What the plan of Alicent was, and how it was getting screwed. Because
how she wanted it to unfold, but unfortunately for her, it kind of got flipped and reversed. It. I don't think she really had a counsel for it.
Yeah, because the thing that happened that made it all get fucked up was Aegon and Larys. They took off. They took off, and because they took off, it just all the dominoes was falling down, and Alicent's plan wasn't going to happen because everything else was falling apart in terms of what she wanted to happen wasn't going to happen, right?
Yeah.
And partly of that was Aemon, because his brother was gone. He said, "Oh yeah, I'm going to be the king now. I'm going to stay here. I'm not going to go anywhere." So that ruined the plan, right?
Yeah. She had no need to fly where, like, she could have told him to fly anywhere because if she, if they got to the brother, but unfortunately for her, the brother took off and yeah. Eamon's like, nah, I'll relax at home.
Yeah. So, and that led to her trying to backtrack on the plan, eh? So,
Yeah, I think,
but then
she was trying too hard.
I think he is going to go to her and all, eh? Because remember after he tried to kiss her? Because that was that was out of a scene, eh?
Yeah, that was uncomfortable, and they made it like that. They made it super uncomfortable, and I was like, "Oh my, is he?"
It shouldn't be a surprise because that's what they do. These Targaryens, man, they fuck each other.
But that's the mindset to do that shit, though, eh? Fuck.
But the look on her face, she was like staying still, and she was like,
Absolutely
her eyes were going, "What the
horrified.
hell?
She was absolutely
What
horrified.
the hell is my son doing?"
But if I was her, I would say, "Yeah, just go there and tell those other guys, hey, oh, he's on his way. He's on his way."
But then he did decide to leave, eh?
Yeah,
Because she was buttering up. She was buttering him up, saying, "Oh, you should have been the king. You should have been the king." Like blah blah blah.
I think her plan is just to get him out of the, so she can get a chance for, I forgot her name again, how to pronounce it, for the queen on the other side.
Rhaenyra.
Rhaenyra to come over and take over the throne while he's, monkeying about on the other side of the world.
It's not really him. It's Vega. She needs to get Vega away.
Yeah, push the dragon up.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's funny how she had to backtrack. Even when she had to forge that letter to her house and say to stay there, don't come here, stay there.
And the daughter is like, from the king? Yeah, this is a letter from the king. From the king? She's like, eh? She has the foresight, right? Like the raven, the three-eyed raven.
Does she? I don't know.
Like, she can predict the future.
Mm.
So she has the foresight. She even talked to Damon when he was having his, talking to his trees and stuff. And she popped up. She, popped out of there. I was like, oh, shit, true.
Yeah. So that's all part of the drama of this episode, right? The plan not coming together as planned. And it sort of made me think about, why are we really here? Why are we really telling the story? And this is a prequel to Game of Thrones in a way where we are seeing how and who ruled Westeros at that time. This is 100 years before Game of Thrones. And dragons live, If you remember at the end of at the beginning of Game of Thrones, there's no more dragons. They're extinct. So, and the Targaryens used to rule before Jaime Lannister was the last one to kill the Targaryen king, right? The Mad King.
Yeah.
So this is everything leading up to that, right? So we know in the future that there's no more dragons, no more Targaryens, and how does that happen? So we're gonna see this war end in where everyone is killed.
Yeah.
Because at the end of this episode, when you see the aftermath of the warships, there's you can't see who won and lost because everyone's all destroyed,
burning.
right?
Everybody's burning, bro.
So, we don't know what's happened to Corlys. We don't know how much of the fleet's left, and the Traki, their fleet's all gone, thanks to Sheep Stealer. But
bro, that guy was.
So what do you think of that one? That dragon. He's an ugly dragon. He's got his bottom mouth too far forward.
He's kind of like. He looks like his color too. He's a bit off, like he's damaged, but he's not damaged. It's just his color scheme.
Yeah.
But that whole scene in the beginning with him and the rider, what's her name? Is it Baylor?
Yep.
No, it's Ryan. Raina, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Raina, and she's trying to get that. She's trying to get the dragon, trying to befriend it. And then she befriends it, right? And then she's riding on it. She's trying to take it back home. Instead of taking it all the way back home, she sidetracks and decides, oh yeah, I can go help my go help those guys in the battle. And oh my goodness, she wasn't fully trained, eh? Like her and the dragon haven't had enough time to have a bond, so she can communicate to the dragon, because the dragon's just like looking at her like, yeah, whatever. I'll just cook some sheep and I'll give it to you. Yeah, eat that.
He's
I was
doing his
what
own
the
thing.
hell?
Eh?
Yeah, he's just like, oh, this chick's useless. So useless writer.
Yeah, but he's got no direction at all. He's wild. He's like killing everything. And
Yeah, and I don't think she's
and Raina
experienced
saying,
enough.
that's how people. That's not how people.
The dragon's just like burning anybody and everybody.
Yeah.
And then it sees Bela and her dragon coming towards him, and like it turns around straight away. It's like going for the attack, and I was like, oh, this guy.
So apparently, because I never read the books, but apparently in the books, there's lore around the dragon. You got to ride them a few times. Before they fully bow down to you.
Yeah.
So Raina, that's her, when she goes to battle with Sheep Stealer, that's her second time.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's not enough.
It's not enough. You got to write them a few times. So says the books. But
Yeah, because the same thing happened to Daenerys, and I forgot the name of her dragon, the big one. What is it called?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Well, she had a similar thing, right? The dragon came and picked her up from the stadium when she was getting the assassins were trying to kill her on Essos. And then he took her away and he just dumped her. And she's like, oh, take it. And she's like trying to ask him, what are you doing? And then he just falls asleep. And he's like, oh, she's like, oh, shit, what am I going to do? So there's that, their bonding thing is still not 100%.
Yeah.
Like the dragon still sees her as, oh, yeah. But it's still not like later on in the seasons where you see their bond really connect with those two. And then she just goes Takaris, and then the dragon does his thing.
Sheep Stealer really fucked things up, because he like ruined everything. He's the cause of why Jace dies at the end. He doesn't, and he just shoots everything.
No.
But
yeah, he's the start of it. He's the start of it. But
he's the start of it. So there's nothing I can say more about Sheep Stealer, but to say that maybe she needs 2 or 3 rides just to tame this guy, because this guy is out of control, man.
But if he's a wild dragon, she needs more. Like she needs a lot of help with him. She needs a lot of help.
Yeah, that wasn't a good plan.
Oh,
But
Jace on the other hand,
yeah, let's talk about Jace, because he was the biggest character to get killed off.
Yeah,
and I gotta say, I was surprised, and I
Me
was
too.
a bit like thinking, man, that's a cool scene when he dies, because it's not expected. Because when he comes down, because I was wondering what's gonna happen. He let go of the saddle, and he's just in the water there. He finds a piece of wood to hang on to, and I thought he's gonna be saved. And I wasn't sure what boats were around him, because it might be the enemy's boats. I don't know. And when he gets shot off the arrow, I was like, oh shit, I think he's gonna die. And then he gets shot again. But what makes this scene fucking chilling is that there's no music. There's no music at all, and all you hear is the water and
the arrows.
And then he gets the 3rd arrow and he's dead, and he just sinks and he's gone. And it's like, what the fuck, man? That is like a hard to watch kind of scene, eh? This death scene was pretty awesome in terms of like the dramaticness of it. Like this is a main character getting killed.
Yeah.
Part of me was thinking, good job, because he was a bit of a little shit.
He got himself in there in the first place.
Yeah. And a part of me was angry because he fucking killed a dragon. Now there's one less dragon they've got. And if you remember last season, when Rhaenyra was getting her army together of dragons, she's got more dragons than what the others have, eh?
Yeah. Because I think they got like 3, and at the moment she's got, if I'm counting it right, 4 or 5, with the loss of Jace's one included. I think she's got 4 or 5.
Yeah. So yeah, I was kind of happy he died.
He could have prevented that. I mean, like, I'm sure he carries a sword, right? And you could have easily cut figure out, okay, my dragon's been pinned by a spear that's attached to a rope that's attached to a boulder that's forcing my dragon downwards. So if I cut the rope, I will release my dragon. But no, he's like, fly, fly. And the dragon's going in the water.
Well, that just sums up what kind of guy he is. He's just fucking dumb.
Not enough experience, bro. Not enough experience.
Man. He's like, I think that for me, when he locked his mum up, right? He locked his mother up in the room and he told the guard to, hey, don't let her out.
Yeah, your life
can't fucking do that, man. You can't fucking do that, man. She is the fucking queen. She can do what she wants. And you can't do that. And I was thinking, you know what? You're gonna die because this is what happens when you fear bots, man. You die, man. And I was right, man. He died. So.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that whole scene was chilling because the status of that character. He's like the next person to be king, and the way how they killed him was like a peasant. He was killed like like everybody else in the army. But I'm sure the soldiers didn't know who they were killing. They were just thinking, oh, it's another soldier. But do you know how they just shot him with arrows? It's like, oh, it's another soldier, and they killed him. But we, the audience, know, but they don't. So it's like, oh, just died like that, like a peasant. Kind of, made it even more extra dramatic.
Your thoughts on him defying his mother?
Yeah, I think that's just the characters, being a teen, wanting to protect his mother. I think there's too much of that. Like he had this idea in his head that if like he certainly didn't trust. I think it's all boiled up from his brother's death. Because he didn't trust Alice at all, especially when his mom was telling him about it. He's like, nah, it's a trap. It's a trap. So with her straight away going, oh, when they were getting attacked when they had their battle at the sea, and she probably didn't see that coming, but she thought, oh, okay, I'll try and help them out. And he was probably thinking to himself, okay, nah, she can't do that. It's all just a setup to get her out. Because he was like fixated on that. Like, they just want her mother. But, in another way, it's probably it was probably the best thing, because if she did go out, she might have gotten burnt by a sheep stealer. Fuck. So I mean, in a way, it might have been a good thing, but I think maybe his brother's death kind of pushed him to it.
Yeah, but she's the queen, though. You can't.
Yeah.
You can't. If the queen wants to fight, you let the queen fight, man, because the king will fight.
Yeah.
Like, see, if Damon was the king, would they say lock him up? Because if Damon says, I'm going to go because I'm the king, are they going to lock Damon up and say, nah, you're too valuable. If you die, then we can't have that. We'll lock you up. You can't go fight. They can't do that, So what so is it because she's a woman?
Maybe, because, well, did you see how he acted when she, when he said, oh, they might kill you, and then she goes, well, then they'll make you king. But he didn't care. He didn't even hear it. He was just like screaming at the door, banging.
Yeah.
So it was like, oh.
Well, she's not really respected, right?
Yeah, I think she already sees it. She already feels it too.
Because, and that's what I mean when I talked about there's no character like Jon Snow in the series. Because even Alicent, Alicent has flaws. She's not really a likable character because she's a mother of these kids that just run riot and do bad stuff, and she makes the wrong decisions to fix things up, right? And then you've got Rhaenyra, who is said who wants to be the queen, but she doesn't act like a queen, right? She's always, and when she's stabbing up the dress in the room because she's having a fucking what do you call it, a meltdown. What kind of queen is that? Like, she's just born into the whole thing. She hasn't earned what I think. She hasn't earned it. And I think none of these characters have earned anything. Right?
Yeah, especially
these characters
young ones
that are in of authority haven't earned jack shit. They're just born into this thing and they're just fighting over who's going to be the next, right? So, is Rhaenyra a good queen? Well, she's not respected by everybody. Because they realize that they need a man there. It's a man who will get more respect, right?
Yep.
And if you think of Game of Thrones, the Daenerys had the same problem in the beginning, right? but Daenerys in Game of Thrones has probably earned more of being a queen than these two, Alicent and Rhaenyra, because at least when you saw Game of Thrones and the Daenerys journey from no one to somebody, like she did a lot of things to get people together, like a true leader, right? So, Alicent and Rhaenyra haven't done that. We haven't seen any of that. They're just born into the shit. So they're not likable characters, and the decisions they make, just going with the incentive of trying to get the throne, right? So, so there's that. But at the end of the day, Jace, he's dumb, man. He just, I don't know, his I don't know if it's his own agenda, but yeah, it does.
It's his lack of respect for, like how you were saying, the Queen.
Yes.
It's that he doesn't think to the high authority. He just believes that he can overpower that, like he's the man, kind of thing.
Yeah, and because of that thinking, he doesn't think straight. So him going out, how he went about it is the wrong way.
Yeah.
That's probably why he died, because the way he went about trying to get to that moment to get out there to tell his mum to stay, because he didn't agree that his mum should go fight, right?
Yeah.
Was probably the wrong thing to do.
Young and dumb, bro. Young and dumb.
Yeah, so... But even if Rhaenyra did go out, and if she died, she's right, you would be king.
Yeah.
And he would have the power. He has the same incentive, right, as his mother. So the plan will still be there. Just like Rob, the plan is still there when his dad died. When Stark, who's the dad? That died, got his head chopped off in season 1.
Yeah, I forgot.
Sean Bean.
The dad's name.
We thought he was gonna last the whole season, but he didn't. But
Yeah,
his son Rob took over and still carried on with the plan. So
yeah, stick to the plan. But yeah, no, I thought that whole scene was like, I was so cut the rope, chop it off, you're killing the dragon, you dumb shit. Man, I was like, oh man, sucks seeing the dragon die all the time.
I want to talk about those two, Larrys and Aegon. How they're trying to escape. They're in the woods. They get caught by that army.
Yeah, the Queen's army too, eh?
Queen's army. So
what's gonna happen there?
So you know what? For a minute, when I was watching that scene, I was thinking, man, is this a little bit of Seven Kingdoms coming back? Because these two characters are like hilarious. It's sort of like a comedy, bit of comedy, yeah. Because you got Aegon, who's all burnt up, and you got Larys, who's like a nerd.
Yeah,
they don't suit each other, but they have to be with each other to move on. And I thought it was quite funny that they had the interaction was like when Larry's was like saying, "Oh, he's the king," and he was giving it up, and Aegon was going, "What? No."
yeah.
No.
It's like, what are you doing?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Far out. They really drafted over it, and when the guy goes, "So who are those two at the back?" And he goes, "Oh, no coincidence," and then they just stabbed him.
Of no consequence, yeah, they stabbed him.
Yeah,
but it's funny because I was thinking, okay, Larry's he's sneaky because
hard.
In this Game of Thrones world, you have to give yourself a chance to survive. If anything happens to you, if anything is gonna happen to you, you need all your percentages to be there to survive, right? And this is calculated that because they were going to get their heads chopped off anyway. Larry's a smart because he gives them the truth, hoping to live a little bit longer, and that's what you need to do. You need to give yourself these little opportunities to live longer, because there might be another opportunity to live even longer or get out of the situation you're in. So this is a smart move from Larry's to give it up, and this is how dumb Aegon is because he doesn't see it, right? He doesn't even bow down when the soldier goes, "Okay, if you're true to the Queen, you bow down now. And Larry's was the first one to get on his knees. He goes, I bow down to the queen. And Aegon's still standing up.
Yeah, he was just like...
And like, the reason why he's still standing up because he is King Aegon. And, so...
Fuck, it was funny.
Yeah, so... But he convinces the soldiers not to cut their head off, but to take us in. And you'll get rewarded.
Yeah, alive. Yeah, take them in alive. And he goes, it'll be a much greater reward if you the way you were saying it.
Yeah, that's right. So he's smart. So he's on the verge. They're both on the verge of getting their heads cut off. I think it's pride of Aegon that he doesn't care. He doesn't want to bow down. He will die to not bow down.
Yeah.
Right? But Larry, he doesn't want any part of it. He gives it up straight away. That was funny. But yeah, man, that was that bit. So I wonder what's gonna happen. After that.
When you go back to the queen, like, does she kill them straight away, or does she negotiate with? But I know Larry will find a way. You'll always find a way out.
Yeah,
he's such a schemer, bro. He's got so many counters.
Yeah, that's right. What else can we talk about? Oh, let's talk about the last battle. So that was awesome, right? That was awesome.
Yeah, the ships in that.
The way Laura Hart died when she got her neck cut, and she sucked to the water. Man, that was awesome too. That was a good death scene. So, man, I'm finding these death scenes because you got that death scene. You got death scene on Jace.
Yeah,
they're very articulated. These deaths, right? Because they're not normal deaths. They're like sort of like you know when you watch Sopranos, and there's so many ways you can put a hit on someone. They've all these dramatic kind of hits on people. It's like that, like how can you best show someone's death scene? And I thought that there's different ways of doing that, so that was pretty cool. But it's funny because when I watched the boat battle on this episode, I was reminded of, remember that movie Master and Commander?
Russell Crowe. Yep.
Yeah, have you seen that?
I think I had, but I can't remember it that well. But I remember there was a lot of shouting, Star Wars side, and the boat's going this way and then going that way in the wind.
Yeah.
And he's trying to maneuver it through the storm.
Well, I remember that movie. I like that movie because it was awesome how they filmed the ships battling each other, trying to get on the side so they can use their cannons on each other.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And maneuvering. So, and it's quite interesting because you actually know what's going on without being explained how things are happening. Because I think it's the camera work and just the action on the screen. You can always tell where the boats are at any time. And I thought that was pretty cool. And it was pretty cool how they did that and how you as an audience felt like you can just look past all the jargon and all the sea stuff and just know what's going on. And that's the same thing I felt when I watched this boat battle scene too. Because you never at any time not know where the boats were, what angle they were at, when they were turning, what they were going to do. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, I remember watching a B-rated movie. I think it was a pirate movie. I can't remember, but anyway, the ship battle scene. It was so funny because the camera was right up close to the cannon when it fired, and then it follows the cannonball towards the other ship. But you don't know how the boats are positioned. All you see is this cannon firing, and then the camera follows the cannonball, and then that was the scene. And I was like, what? And then it goes back to the characters on the boat, and then they're like, oh yeah, go this way, go that way. But you don't see any of that. You just see these characters on the boat, and then it's back to the cannon, and then you're following the cannonball. I was like, oh my gosh, that is so bad camera work. But when I remember that because when I was watching that, I was like, oh. It kind of reminded me of that movie. I forgot the name of it. It was a piece of shit movie.
Yeah. We got this little segment I want to do the hype meter. So this is a segment where we pick a character and we choose how hyped they were in this episode. There's a lot of episodes like the series, the Game of Thrones series and House of Dragon. You get characters that through different episodes are either on a high, good things happen to them and they're on a high, or bad things happen to them and they're on a low.
Is there a hate meter?
Well, that can be a low. But I think for me, one of the characters that was on the high, the hype meter was up to the high was Corliss's bastard son.
Oh, yeah. Was it Ellen?
Yeah, Alan. Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought he
Alan.
was. I thought he, because you felt a rift between him and his father, and to see him fight for his father on the boat, because he was scared his father was gonna die, so he helped him out, and he killed Loha. And when his father came on board, we don't know if he's dead or alive. He's probably alive, most probably, but he went in the water, and then he killed Loha. But I think he's coming to his own. He might be the next one up, because there's that scene where his father sees the castles all in flames.
Yeah,
in the
because
distance,
Lohan,
and he stops.
Lohan did that on purpose.
And he stops.
He did it.
And he's like in shock. And his son behind him is calling him to what the orders are. And stop this, I'll do it. And he does it. So that's sort of like the turning point. That's like the passing the torch. So he's going to be the new master.
Yeah, well, he wasn't born into that. Like he wasn't born there, because that guy Corliss just left him, with the mum somewhere, and he was worrying about his new kids.
Yeah.
So that was pretty sad. I think that's why that guy carries a little bit of hate for him. But you're starting to see that it's slowly coming around, You're starting to, that is my dad. So that's why he gets all huffy puffy when Lohan finally gets the best of Corliss. But man, when I saw Alan jump over onto the next boat to take her on, I was like, bro, she's done. There's no way she can fight him, man. She's fatigued. She's just finished fighting Corliss, and now she's gonna fight this guy, and this guy's like two times off her. Bro, it's over.
I've got another guy on my hype meter as a high, but I'll go with you first.
No, I reckon for my hype meter, I reckon it's Corliss. Like how, efficiently he was, he set the trap. He knew that Lohan was gonna. When Alan was telling him, oh, it's so and so, and I just spotted a ship, and he's like, oh, where? It's like, oh, he was describing it, and he's like, okay, I want you to take us out, because she'll follow us no matter what. If she sees our ship, she's gonna follow us. I want her, away from he was pushing her away from the war, from the battle, trying to bring the morale of her, of their team down, while he takes her out and try and set up a trap, and it worked. But then she countered, but then he countered back. So I was like, I enjoyed those scenes, and it was really good. And it's just he didn't at the end of his pad. I think he was hoping to stand up on his 2 feet, but I think at the end, towards the end of the episode, he was somewhere on the side of the island, like you can kind of see him unconscious lying in the water. So hopefully he's still alive. Man, that's how many times he gets wasted, When was it, season 1 or season 2 that he was like still unconscious for like most of the season? So yeah, I think my hype meter will go for course, just because it was the man that countering Lohan's plan.
My other guy had a hype meter as a high was Damon, because
yes,
he finished that little battle, and you can tell he was happy that he won. And then when the guys from the north came down and joined them, he was like extra happy. Yeah, my army's getting bigger. So he's on the high.
The Starks, the
Starks joined them. So he was
from Winterfell. Man, they look so cool with their wolf emblems on their uniforms. I was like, whoa, it's me.
Going down on my low hype meter, I'm giving it to Jace because he's gone. But yeah, man, he'll be my one.
My one is Reyno. Give it to that dumb shit on Sheep Stealer.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, shouldn't have taken that route back home, man. Dumbass. Not enough experience, man. These guys are too young. I reckon the only one that's really talented is Baylor. She's the most talented dragon rider I've seen. Well, she was like the first on the dragon, out of all of them.
Yeah.
Her and Aemon.
I think the other people I give low meters, hype meters to is Alicent and Rhaenyra, because after Rhaenyra's tantrum, you can tell she's not like a leader. She has to bang on the door to get her, all that kind of stuff. So
yeah,
and Alicent, because her plan's not coming falling apart. Like, she makes these plans and it doesn't work. So
Yeah, she's trying to take a step away from all this, all this whole lifestyle, but it's not working. She keeps on getting pulled back in, and man, it's not looking good for her.
no, it's not looking good at all.
Oh no.
Sweet, man. I think that's us. That's us for this episode of Channel 135.
Yo.
Yeah, man. Into this hot D, man. Can't wait for episode 2 next Friday.
I don't.
We're gonna do this. Probably try to get Stace on. He enjoys he enjoys some Game of Thrones. So yeah, we'll try to get Stace on next week, and we'll get back at you guys. All right, thanks Eric for jumping on. See you next week. Oh, see you on Friday when we watch Supergirl.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Weswes, y'all.